I get this question all the time. How to maintain an organized home after I've decluttered? Now, if you have a very creative mind, you are naturally resourceful in using any items within your space. You see the beauty in creating something different with an item that may not be useful to another person. For a person like you, I see you as a very strong engineer. The skills that you have to possess the imagination of knowing how to utilize certain items within your space and create something new is something that most people don't have. And that is your creative genius. And I truly like that because it does come in handy sometimes. However, when it comes to your home, it's best to look at your home through the lens of it being a container. So each wall or shelf, drawer, or even a cabinet door is a boundary of your home asking for self respect. So if a shelf that you have in your home can only withstand 30 pounds, would it be ideal to put an additional maybe 20 or 30 pounds on that shelf? No, right? It's just like if you had a plate of food and halfway through that plate, you noticed that you were full, you was bursting to the seams, and the idea of taking another bite, you knew that you will end up with a stomach ache, right? So ideally, treat your home with the same self-respect that you give yourself so your home can actually start working for you versus you working for your home. And keep top of mind that just because your home does not verbally speak, it does speak in sign language. The overflow that you used to see, or all of the items that used to break because of all of the pressure, this is the respect that your space is asking for before you became more organized. To maintain your home after you have fully decluttered one space or your whole entire home, the first thing that you need to start with is renewing your mind. Granted, you have decluttered, and throughout the process, your mind has been renewed, but now it has to be renewed to help you to sustain what has changed within your space. So, to maintain your organized home, I want you to think about how much time do you want to spend with cleaning your home each day or each week? Like, do you still want to clean over the weekends or do you want free weekends? Think about your own mental and emotional bandwidth. Think about how much tracking you have to do now within your new well organized space. Are you constantly thinking about your space every time that you leave the home? Or are you thinking about when will I have time to pick up all these different decor items or trinkets to either dust or wipe off? Keeping this in the forefront of your mind will help to set the tone with maintaining the organization within your home because this will help you to reduce how much you bring into your home, how much you allow others to give you to bring into your home. And it also helps you to control the atmosphere so you do not revert back into having a cluttered home. So, here are 4 ways to maintain your home after you have decluttered so you can continue to have a well organized home. First is to carve out 10 minutes a day. This can be 10 minutes before you go to bed. You can reset the spaces within your home. Think of all of the high traffic areas. Look at those areas each and every day before you head to the shower or you head to your bed. Reset those areas so the next day your home can say thank you and your own inner well-being can say thank you for taking care of me to not stress me another day. Another routine that you can have to help you to maintain your organized space is to reset every space before you leave the home. Now, when I say every space, I mean the spaces that you have touched. So if you're in your room, before you leave out of your room, reset that space. If you went to the bathroom, take time to reset that space. If you went to the kitchen and you left some things on the counter, reset that space and then grab your stuff and head on out. When you come back home, all of those spaces that you touched will be organized. So you have two options to do: reset before going to bed, or reset each and every space that you touch before you leave the house for the day. Let's pause for a second. If you are getting value from this content, then show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. And while you're at it, drop a blue heart emoji in the comments. Also, do not miss out on your training blueprint in the description below. This is the foundational piece that many of my clients take on their journey towards a more peaceful home. So go ahead and get it right now. All right, let's stop playing right here. Let's go ahead and get back to the video. The second way to maintain an organized house after you have decluttered is to make sure you deal with mail immediately. When you get your mail, set up a system to remove all of the junk mail. This is all of those coupons that you never use, all of the advertising mail that was sent to you that you really don't care for, or just any other random items that come through the mail. Put them in the recycling bin immediately. You can set up a recycling bin inside of your home near the door that you frequently go in and out of every time you retrieve mail, or you can have something on the outside of your door so you can throw away all of that junk mail first. This is the game changer to reducing paper clutter while also keeping your papers well organized. The third way to maintain your home after you have decluttered so you can continue to have a well organized home is to adopt the 0 in, 3 out method. Now, when you're in the beginning stages, this works very, very well because this is keeping you aware of what's in your home. So for a while, do not bring in any additional items. Only buy the items that you need to survive each and every day throughout your home for you and your family. This is the toiletries, the dishwash soap, this is the washing machine soap, or any other little items that you may have to keep your home functioning. However, if you buy additional items outside of that list or your inventory, then you have to get in the mindset of not buying anything. And every time that you think about purchasing something or buying something online, remove 3 items out of your space. Doing this will help you to actually keep the momentum of keeping a well-organized home and reducing clutter in your space because you're going to be constantly getting rid of things. Now, once this has become a new norm for you and this is now your lifestyle, you can then switch over to the 1 in, 3 out method. This means that for any one item that you buy, you must get rid of 3 items. But before you buy them, you need to have in mind the 3 items that you will actually get rid of, and you need to set that to the side first and then purchase. If you cannot figure out the 3 items and you cannot put 3 items to the side, then you cannot purchase anything until you have 3 things that is lined up, ready to go. This may be a little uncomfortable at first with doing the 0 in, 3 out to then increase into the 1 in, 3 out method. However, this is going to save you so much time and it's going to help you to become more aware to the point that you will question yourself with every decision that you make. And you will go back to the mindset questions. Do you have enough energy or bandwidth to keep track of that item? Do you have enough time in your schedule to add in extra minutes just to clean that item? And then on top of that, where are you going to place that item? If everything is smooth sailing in your house and you can get in and out your house with cleaning, adding another product may slow down your process. When you use this method, you will become more aware of your own self-respect, but you will then start to respect your home and understand that your home is asking for self-respect as well. Now, the fourth one is rather cool and easy. You can kind of get away with this a little bit, but do seasonal decluttering. Every time it's time for you to switch the clothes out for the next season, take that time to declutter those items that you had from the previous season. So, say for instance, you had 3 or 4 shirts that for 3 months you did not even wear at all. That's a signal that those items may not need to make it to another round. So take the time to remove those items out. And if you can't get rid of them right then and there and donate them or throw them in the trash, put them in a maybe box. So when next season rolled around, and if you don't think about that item or those items, then make a note to yourself so you can go back to those items and declutter those items out of that maybe box. Now, this requires you to do a little bit more things up front, which is basically planning, which means you need to put it in your calendar or you need to write a note on that maybe box. Say, hey, check this at this time, the winter clothes, or check this, put some type of note on the outside of that maybe box. This will help you to actually keep your space fresh, but also organized to where it doesn't cause you a lot of stress and anguish at the end of each season. And your home will actually thank you later because your stress levels will be reduced and you will have the clarity and peace that you have been searching for a very long time. But you can also be proud of yourself because you can walk into your space each and every day and see a well organized home that actually reflects the values that you have within your heart and your mind for yourself. And remember, if you want to live life fearlessly, you must declutter and organize on all aspects.